thank you all for your patience. Sorry about that. I had to do the video a couple of times. In fact, I may need to make sure I unlist the other two because they weren't the official live stream. So basically, I was trying to see if I can use two different screens or two different devices, but they just weren't connecting and they had problems communicating with each other. So this is the official live for building the fur puppet. So I'll give us a couple of minutes where a few people join. Was that one you, Margot? Okay. Sorry, my wife is in the background. She's helping, so. And so while we're doing that, I'll just look at this here. All right, hello. Welcome, you guys. Sorry about the complications. I was trying to see if I can have two different devices in doing the live stream, but that didn't really work out. So I ended up having a couple of streams that I just had to end early. But anyway, so this is the official stream that will be building the fur puppet. I am just doing a couple more things here. Oh, thank you. At least I got one like from the last one. Was this the one that ended? I think so. All right, awesome. We got a few more people. I'm just going to give us a couple more minutes here. I'm actually not using this microphone today, so I'll just be using this. Can everybody hear me okay, by the way? You can give me a thumbs up in the chat so far. Oh. Oh, hello. Linda, you said right? Hello, hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for joining. Can everybody hear me okay, though? Just wanted to make sure. Because my phone's all the way over there. Give me a thumbs up or, yeah, we can hear you, or good, or something like that. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Linda, again. All right, let me go ahead and unlist that one. Okay. All right, we are just about ready here. Oh, we can hear you. Yes, yeah, that. Perfect. Thank you for responding on that. All right. So another quick thing. So in the description of this live stream, I have two links. So if you copy and paste them onto on a browser, you should be able to open up the instructions. Now, I used a program called Stud.io to create the instructions, and I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to combine both the head and the body into these same instructions. So for this time, we have two different instructions. So, and I labeled them accordingly in the description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my camera to show my hands. I'll also have it in a position where you can see what I have on the screen. I did take a few liberties when I redesigned it on Stud.io, so the instructions are going to be a little bit different than how I'm going to build it, and I'll try to, I don't remember all the changes that I did, but one of the changes that I did do is on Ferb's body, I added more tiles, which is the smooth parts. So I added more tiles on it to make it a little bit better. So, and also at the end of each instructions, there is a piece count. So you'll be able to see how many pieces and what type of pieces you're going to need for each build. So if you, I did put them in the post yesterday when I announced this build. And so if you got the pieces, great. If not, then just go ahead and watch along, and then you can gather the pieces at another time. The instructions should still be available even after the stream if you look up the description, and then you can basically use it whenever you want to. But with that all being said, does anybody have any questions for me about the build or the process, or like any questions at all? Sorry, I have my camera far away here. Ooh, says. All right. Well, if nobody has any questions so far, oh, okay, sorry. Have I built a roof yet? So it's been a while since I've done a roof, but there's Doof. Oh, doof. Oh, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so far my oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Someone Z, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. It says your videos are creative. I like to think so. So I do try, but I appreciate that. Thank you. But as far as doof goes, so far the only Doofenshmirtz that I've made is the one that I've had going around for a little while. And basically it was a white clothes and hello, the real Peachy? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, my phone's all the way over there, so it's hard to read. But hi back to you too, and awesome, awesome. Okay, but anyways, sorry. So the emoji, or my goodness, not the emojis. See, this is great about live streams. You get to hear all of my speech impediment and unable to think of word problems. So, hooray, good for you guys. anyways, um, anyways, so the Doofenshmirtz I made before, I just was a fairly basic one. I do have plans on making another Doofenshmirtz, so that is going to be probably several weeks down the road, though. So, but I appreciate you asking, so thank you. And hello to Zachary. Thank you for joining. Any other questions for me? I'm happy to answer any others, or we can just get right onto the build. So, anticipation is growing. And hello, Decker. Thank you so much for coming. I'm the rest. I'm assuming that you're meaning the best. But I can rest too. I rest really good. I wish I could rest more. How did I originally make them? Okay, you know, that is actually a really good question. So they originally came up from, I believe it was, so the JB Bricks, I think, channel. He came up with an idea where do I have all the pieces for it? Let me see here. So basically he had 2 pins. Okay, there we go. So he put 2 pins in these sockets here with eyeballs, and then used 2x4 brick, and then made it scream. And that was kind of the inspiration that I was like, I wonder if there is a way for me to be able to make it so I can have a functional puppet. And so after that, my first few videos was kind of in a similar style where I used the pins to be able to keep the eyes in the socket there. I'm just not going to comment on myself right now. My fingers aren't grabbing anything. Yeah, so the first few videos was in that style, including the Doofenshmirtz. And I actually started doing some abominable things and putting sticky tack inside of them to keep them in there. But I didn't like that very much, so I started creating a style where... Let me see if I can find a good one. Oh, Gandalf's a good one. I still have my Gandalf built, for those of you who have seen him. But I've been actually starting to use brackets, and I start off on the back into the front. And if I actually take off Gandalf's mustache, you'll see a gray bracket on the front that actually keeps the eyes in now. So I no longer use pins to put the eyes in or sticky tack. I was wanting to try really hard to make it so it's just an actually more solid build. So, and I've gone through a lot of different phases with that. One of my favorite builds right now is my Batman. See, look at those abs. Yeah, that's what I wish I had. But you know, it's okay. We all have different body types and desires for food. But anyways, and then here's Batman's head. So as you can see, the builds have come a long way, but every once in a while I still like to go back to that more traditional style with the brackets and stuff. But it's also really fun to build some of these more advanced ones. And I will be doing live stream builds of this guy as well as my Joker. So, but yeah, any other major questions? Oh, perfect. Have you been a teacher? Ooh, that's a great question, Zach. So, sorry, Zachary. I want to make sure that I'm saying everyone's correct names. If you go by Zach, great, but Zachary is how you spelled it. So, Zachary. So, I haven't been like a quote-unquote like official teacher, but I worked for a company called Bricks and Minifigs for a little while, and I was their instructor for the stop-motion courses as well as their STEM courses. So, if you look farther back in my channel's videos, you'll see that I actually made several stop motions. That was kind of what I began with, and I want to do more stop motion in the future. But right now, I focus a little bit more on the puppets. But yes, I taught stop motion, and I've also done several other almost teaching type things. So throughout my life, like I presented a lot, and that may be one of the reasons why. Like I also did stage acting when I was in high school. I was in Les Miserables, and I was also in My Fair Lady, and I was also did the staged version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So I've had a lot of practice with presenting and talking loud. When I'm in public, I don't talk quite as loud, but when I'm presenting or teaching, then I do talk a lot louder and sometimes put my foot in my mouth and say some weird things that really embarrasses my wife. So, so not necessarily rude things, just weird things. So we'll see if I, go off the deep end here while we're doing this. But awesome, I'm loving these questions. But do we have any other questions? Because if not, then I'm ready to go ahead and get started if the rest of you guys are. Oh, okay. Zachariah or Zacharias? Oh, I don't even know if I said that right, but I love Zachariah. That's a good name. Zacharias. Perfect. Well, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and get things started. So let me go ahead and move my camera into position. Oh, hi, can you guys hear me now? I accidentally muted myself. Not sure how that happened. Is that better?
There you go.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I guess there's a mute button right there. So, okay. Anyways, where did you guys hear left off? Because I was explaining Pixabay, which is the site that I get a lot of my music from, as well as Pixabay also has a lot of sound effects and it has a lot of backgrounds and everything. So that's where I get a lot of those. And then as far as like content, it varies. Sometimes I write the content. Sometimes I find a short that I think is hilarious, so I make my own version, and so on and so forth. But yeah, great questions. I'm really loving this. So let me go ahead and reposition this without pushing the mute button, and we'll go ahead and start building this. Again, the instructions are in the description, so if you click on the link in this description and put it into a browser, you'll be able to pull up the instructions that I'll be following. And just as a recap, everybody, on the instructions, I did take some liberties when I was rebuilding it in the program Stud.io, so I don't have all the pieces that were included on that. I just thought they looked better. So on the instructions, there is a piece count, so you guys will be able to actually build better versions than I have here. So I'll let you know when we get to the point where there are differences. And thank you, Andy. Yes, my day has been fantastic, and I hope yours has been too. So they have a derpy charm to them. Oh, yeah, they do. Some people think they're kind of creepy, but, you know, to each their own. But I'm really glad that you guys appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead. First things first, we got to get our long thin plate. Step 2, we have all of these brackets, and we need about 8 of them. So we'll go ahead, and we want to keep about a 2x2 here on the top. Can you make Rex the runt minifigures? Oh, just beat Fallout 4. Ooh, that's fantastic. What are you talking about? It's my first time watching. So, Zachary, we're building our Ferb minifigure, or not minifigure, so sorry. So, we're building my Ferb brick separator puppet. So, it's, I've had several shorts with him, and, that's all I guess I have to say about it right now. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So I'm doing a live build of it. I have instructions in the description, and so if you want to follow along and build your own, then you could do that. So right now I'm just kind of walking you through on how I built it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit longer. And then we'll go ahead and fill out the next view here. Like I said, we need 8 brackets. Let me try to make sure it's... goodness. Now, I haven't played any Fallout yet, let alone the Fallout 4. Is it good? Do you like that game? All right. Very good, but pretty hard. There we go. Hi, Teddy. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you coming. Okay, cool. 4 is the easiest. Looks like we have a couple different opinions in regards to the difficulty of it. I usually like, it depends on the difficulty. Yeah, like, I really like playing Halo. That's, like, one of the only real shooters that I enjoy playing. Not multiplayer, mind you, because I'm not very good at the whole multiplayer thing or online. So, hello, Misty. Nice to have you here. Oh, yes, Halo 3 was fantastic. I actually just finished it the other day. So, I've been playing through... I played through all the Halo games maybe, like, at least 4 times each, if not more. So, Misty, we are building our Ferb... our Ferb from Phineas and Ferb. So my Ferb puppet, that's what we're building right now. So, and trying to multitask and answer questions is being a little bit harder than I anticipated. But we're on step 3. So if you pull up the instructions in the description, we are on step 3. So where we have a couple of purple 2x4s, as well as white 2x4s, which is putting them on top of each other like this. So currently we are building the body. Hello, Clip. Thank you so much for coming. And so one cool thing that I want to point out, so the reason why I like using these brackets is because they make a nice... Oh, silly me. I put my brick separator over here. So they make a nice little guide for your brick separator. So when you put your brick separator between those two, then you actually have a guide and it doesn't shake. So that's why I like that. And, okay. I keep losing my train of thought. So since I lost my train of thought, we're just going to go ahead to the next step here. Oh, I just realized. Sorry. This, we're going to use Ferbs Head to disconnect this. We're actually going to go down one because we want this a little bit further. And then we're going to put the purple 1x2s right here. Ooh, Destiny 2. Hello, my name is Brick. Hello, cards and stuff. Destiny 2. I don't think I've played Destiny 2. You'll have to forgive me. There are many video games I haven't had the privilege to play. And since I have a toddler, there's probably a lot of games I probably won't play for quite a while, depending on the gore level. Step 4, we add an additional plate to make it longer. So one of the reasons why I have longer plates here on the bottom, and it varies on the length, but when I'm filming it, I like to be able to have this long enough so I can rest it on the ground, because if I'm trying to hold it, then there's like a shake to it, which doesn't look the best. So I like being able to hold it down, and then I use my other hand to control the rest of the puppet. So let's go ahead and now go to step 5, which is continuing lengthening it. All right, step 6, we're going to continue on building the body. Now we have, oh, you know what? I just realized. Okay. My wife is laughing at me. So, and that's okay. I think what I actually did previously, so on the instructions, I made it a little bit easier. So just open the first instructions. Awesome. Yay! Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense than what I'm doing right now. So, because like I said, I actually made updates when I created the instructions. So what I am trying to build right now is actually the old version, and the new version is honestly a lot better. Okay, cool. There we go. So far we see the white shirt and purple pants, which is the classic Ferb look. Just need to, but not with a toddler. The monsters in the game could scare a toddler. Yes, thank you, Teddy. I appreciate that heads up. And I figured as much. We did play, oh, that's right. This is his belt. Okay. But it's purple in there. Oh, well. Sorry. Like I said, anyways, I'm just gonna do it like this. Anyways, but yeah, we actually played Hogwarts Legacy, and there's a spell in Hogwarts Legacy that is called Protego, and my son likes to call it Potato. So whenever he wants to watch me play Hogwarts Legacy, he's asked me to play Potato or watch Potato, which I think is absolutely adorable. But yeah, the spiders is probably the worst that he can handle right now. Well, there's also other scary creatures on that game too, so not just the spiders. Now we're on step 7, and on the actual instructions, I have a couple of 2x4 plates, and then oh, 2x4 plates. But in this, I have 2x3s. If I have an Xbox and Game Pass, you can get Fallout for free. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I used to have the Game Pass. Don't have it anymore right now. But one of these days I probably will get it. You just finished 3rd grade, Princess? That's a good grade. I haven't been in the 3rd grade for a long time. Why is a grown man playing with Lego? Oh my goodness, you are not familiar with the Lug community, or AFL, which is adult fan of Legos. There are actually big events, and there's one coming up in Utah, in the Salt Lake City area, where it's called Brick Slopes, and you get to see a ton of adults building huge, amazing artistic structures out of Lego. So last year they had Viking Village with just about 1 million pieces. So I have concluded, just because of how much is going on with Lego, that Lego is no longer just a toy, it is actually a culture. So I'm sorry that it bugs you that an adult is playing with Lego, but you know, there are millions of other adults that are doing the exact same thing. Yeah, exactly. And also, when you're building Lego, Lego is used for so many different things, and it actually has a lot of therapeutic properties because, especially if you have difficult jobs, which most of us do, building with Lego is something that can just kind of help you distress. And it is awesome. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry, someone Z. That's not cool at all. I'd be very, very sad. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Teddy Bear. Lego is also my favorite too. Ooh, Old Lloyd's Titan mech. Ooh, that sounds cool, Misty. Millions? No. Tens of thousands? Yes. We may have to Google that one, but you know, there are lots of people that play with Lego. You might also be surprised with how many people. Like, did you actually Google that? Is actually that actual number you Googled? Anyway, sorry. That's me putting my foot in my mouth again. Anyways, step 8 now. You're 8 and they don't teach you this. Yeah, there's a lot of building techniques that you don't learn in the instructions. You learn as you build and look at other people's builds. Ooh, that's cool, Decker. Phineas and Ferb game on Wii. I actually haven't. Hi, B12. Weird men can't be men in today's... Oh, okay. You're 9 years old and giving me crap? Just kidding. Sorry. What is... Okay. All right. Now we're working on the shoulders. WWE games? No, I haven't played any WWE games. All right. So on step 10, you finally start to see the shape coming to fruition. So shoulders, torso and pants. And now we're just working on the belt here. Ooh, how many parts are on there? You know, next time I'll have to count them because I don't know off the top of my head. Great question, though. Can I make a house? If I wanted to, yes. And you may subscribe, Skull. Sorry. All right, let's see. Did I do it like this? Hello, Lily. Thank you so much for joining. All right, JDSD, we are building my Ferb puppet. So I've been doing several Phineas and Ferbs builds, and Ferb is one of my puppets I've been making for that. So I've been needing to do this for quite a while, and I haven't gotten around to it till just now. Hi, Blake. Thank you so much for coming. All right. So one thing about Ferb is that his pants go extra high, and he's got this belt here on the bottom. Now, I think I rebuilt this incorrectly, at least with the pieces that I do have available. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. And yes, I do have a Phineas puppet. Would you like me to show you that really quick? I'm going to do another build with Phineas next time. But here's Phineas's head. Oh, well, looks like I lost his eye. But I do have his eye. Oh, there it is. How did I make Phineas with his nose? To be honest, it was a little bit complicated, but I used several different slopes. And like I said, I will be making instructions and do another live build specifically for Phineas. So, but for today, we are just doing Ferb. So, which we are about done here. So apparently I did things very different on my actual build here. So when we're going into step 15 on the instructions, I actually have several tiles to make these. How does Phineas put on his shirt? You know, that is a great question, Decker. I don't have the answer for that. Maybe one of these days. I think one of my favorite parts, though, about the Ferb build is how he did the collar. So, because he does have a collared shirt in the show. So I have this 1x4 plate here with only 2 studs. And then you can actually put 2 1x2 tiles right here. And there you go. There's his little collar. And I'm a little biased. I actually absolutely love that little detail on there. Hello, Josh. Thanks so much for coming. So, Kitsune Fox, we are building the Ferb puppet that I've made several videos of. So, where am I at? Is currently 103 and I can't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, yeah, we are building our Ferb puppet. And I have instructions for it in my description. So if you want to follow along or build your own. Hi, Roxanne. Thanks so much for coming. Then you can go ahead and click on the links, open up in another browser, and then you can download the instructions from there. And at the very end, there is a piece count that you'll be able to do. So now we finished the top part. But like I said, when you follow the instructions, it will look a little bit differently because I updated it. So, but this is my old version of his body. Now we'll go ahead and build the best part, which is his head. Hello, Becca. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And hi, Naruto. That's a cool name. Naruto. I've only seen some of those episodes, though. All right. So next up, we are actually going to be building Ferbs Head. Hello. Welcome, Jose. Thank you for subscribing. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that, Roxanne. And hi, Bailey. Thank you again for coming. All right. So first, okay, so here I'm going to show you how I use my brackets to make the heads. Because like I mentioned a little bit ago, I know some of you are new, so some of you didn't hear this. But when I originally started doing the puppets, I would put little pins here and then the eyes right there and use sticky tack to keep it in. So I don't like doing that anymore. So now, hi, Cookie. Thank you so much for coming. And hello, Gunner. Thank you. So, and hi, my little alien. I love it. What's my favorite show? Probably Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, obviously, I have a lot of favorite shows, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is definitely one of my favorites. Ooh, make a tutorial for Perry the Platypus? Yes, I will be doing that down the road. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how the brackets work for the puppets. So first, you want to put a couple of 1x2s on the side here. Hi, Libby. Thank you so much for coming. And yes, Avatar: Last Airbender is awesome. All right, and then on step 3, we start putting the brackets on. So we start off by putting a bracket here. And also a bracket here. Make Harry Potter, you know, that is on my list of making it. So right now things are a little bit slow going in the designing of the puppets because right now I only have me designing them. But I do have a lot of builds planned in the future. So you will definitely be keeping up to date on there. Yes, and thank you, Peepo. I do plan on doing a Perry the Platypus as well. Hello. Be nice to people. Yes, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. And welcome back, Zach. Aw, thank you, Gunnar. You are awesome, too. All right. So, as we all know, Ferb has a very tall head. So, we put a couple of bricks here, starting on step 5. And these They're called snot, well, yeah, snot bricks, studs not on top. We put 2 of them right here. This is going to be for when we put the tiles on the side. Step 6, we get another 2x2 brick on the top. Oh, no worries. I hope you have a good day. Thanks so much for joining, my little alien. And, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, teddy bear. All right, then we'll put him right there. The head is going a lot more smoothly because I didn't do as many creative liberties when I was designing it on the program. All right. And don't worry, he looks really strange right now, but he will come together and it will look good. Hi, Cookie. Thank you so much for coming and welcome. All right, so now that we got his basic shape here, we're going to go ahead and put the front here. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Angie. How good am I at building with Lego? That is a good question. You know, that I don't think that is something that I can personally judge on myself. But I guess if I were to, I put myself, so if 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, I probably put myself maybe about a 7. Because I can do pretty good, but obviously there are many techniques and abilities with Lego that I would like to get better at. So, what is the worst YouTuber, Decker? I'm a little too nice. I don't think I have a worst YouTuber. Ooh, Gunner Bray. Yeah, that Titanic set is awesome. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put the sides here. And as you can see here, we have Ferb's nose, the size of his face. Welcome back, my little alien. Thank you. Vegan teacher. Oh, vegan teacher. I think I know who you might be talking about. Xavier, I actually do have a friend who was in, I think is season 2 of Brickmasters, and it was the Jen Smith. I think her last name is Smith. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen her in a while, but Jen is the one from season 2. So she's actually a good friend of mine. Yeah, I knew her before she became famous on there, but I don't know if I would. Hello, Withered Bonnie. Thank you so much for coming. So I don't know if I would want to necessarily be on Brickmasters just because I feel like I have a lot more to learn, and I'm going to be honest, it is a lot harder to build when there's a lot of pressure. But I do appreciate the compliment. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. I think it does get a little bit harder depending on how many people do join the live streams, but I do try my best to respond when I can. And there's Ferb with a nice buzz cut. And hi, Molly. Thank you so much for coming. Do I know Five Nights at Freddy lore? I do know some of it. I haven't played the games because I don't like to play horror games by myself. I'd rather be with a group of people who can just laugh about it. I get a little bit too stressed when I play them by myself. So now we're just finishing up the head. We are nearly done, everybody. In the instructions, we're currently on step 7 on Ferbs Head. What is the best Lego that I can build? Great question, Jose. Let me think. Best Lego that I can build. You know, honestly, it depends on the day. Uh, thank you. Be nice to people. I'm glad that you subscribed. I appreciate every subscriber. You guys are all amazing. Anyways, going back to my best build. You know, I haven't put much thought into like what my best build is. It's been a long time since I've actually built something that I am immensely proud of. I think that that Batman that I showed you guys earlier, and I can show him again. Oh, might as well since I am talking about him because I know there's a lot of people who are here right now that weren't here earlier. But here's my Batman body, and here's my Batman head. I think that one's probably one of my favorites. And awesome. Yeah. Hello, motorcycle guy. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. Well, you're one of my favorite commenters. I have to have many favorite commenters, so I can't be too particular. Hey, thank you so much for coming and be nice. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, yes. Don't worry, Misty. I will be doing a tutorial in the next couple of weeks for Batman. All right. Almost here. So we're just finishing up his head. Awesome. Thank you so much, Angie. And, oh, thank you. I'm glad you think the Batman was cool. I don't have a Spider-Man yet, Motafa, but one of these days I definitely will. Welcome back, Zach. I think this is supposed to go here. Perfect. Ooh, yeah, I like Iron Man too, Decker. And happy early birthday, Bizarre Fox 638. Hopefully I said that right. All right, I think I missed a couple of pieces. Oh well, that's okay. All right, now one of the last things we need to do. Thank you, Cookie. I appreciate that. You like turtles and penguins, Misty? Me too. My son actually is really into Ninja Turtles right now. Thank you, John Paul William. And hello, Abrar Alamari. If I butcher your name, I'm really sorry. I do try my best. Awesome. Thank you, Abrar. I appreciate it. Yes, I have a 3-year-old son. He is almost 4. And he is awesome. Super creative. I started him off basically since he was born on Lego. So now when I give him a little build, he actually can take it all apart and put it back together. So I am super happy. But yeah, there you go. Looks like we actually have completed. Welcome back, Gunner Bray. Awesome. Welcome back, Imposter. Oh yeah. Welcome. Sorry. I am the Black Imposter. Welcome and thank you for coming. All right. Yes, Phineas and Ferb is definitely one of my favorite TV shows. But yeah, here we go. So that concludes our fur build. And like I said, if you, Cartwoman, I'm guessing you're meaning Catwoman, Mills, is that right? Yes, my son does love building with Lego. So, and hi, gamer guy, and welcome back. Okay, So yeah, so that's my build for Ferb. Like I said, if you want to download the instructions, you should still be able to even after the uh, stream is done because it's in the description. So, and there's a piece count on there, so you'll be able to get all the pieces that you need on that as well. Hello, Steve. Thank you so much. And yeah, that will be everything for today. If anybody else has any last minute questions about how the builds work or anything like that, then definitely let me know. I do a Ghost Rider one. I'm going to have to write these suggestions down. Like I said, I do have lots of them that I want to do. There's 104 days of summer vacation. All right. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I do plan on doing Ferb next week, and so I will be posting the exact day and time. It will probably be Saturday instead of Wednesday. I'm just gonna be out of town this week, so that's why I did it on Wednesday today. But yeah, next week we'll plan on Saturday to do the build for Phineas. And yes, Candace will be on the list as well. So, but awesome. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I've loved the interaction and all the questions. If I didn't get to your questions, I am really sorry. I do try my best to get to as many people as I can. But again, you guys have been absolutely fantastic, and thank you so much for coming. So, have a good day and stay safe. You guys are awesome. Bye.